All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 3. And our lesson outcome is I can solve, solve a quadratic by factoring. All right, so that's what we're going through for. I can solve a quadratic by factoring. So, little background, little refresher. Let's remind ourselves of just how we solve an equation. All right, so looking at the equation like x plus 4 equals 0. Okay. Hopefully you see pretty easily we're going to draw the line down the equal sign, minus 4, and x is negative 4. Been a while since we've done problems like this, but you've been doing it since probably 7th grade. So let's look at x minus 7 equals 0. Okay, draw the line. This time we're going to add 7, and x equals 7. Okay, so just the whole idea of solving, just a reminder of solving. Okay, so this is under key information, stuff that we have looked at before, but maybe has been a while. All right, I'm going to go on to a new slide, just keep it all together. All right, so first thing, starting off with new information, we have something called the zero product property. Okay, and the zero product property says if A times B equals 0, then either A equals 0, so either A equals 0 or B equals 0. So one of these two things, let's get this in yellow, one of these two things has to be equal to 0 in order for the whole thing to be equal to 0. Okay, so for example, if you were asked to solve, and it just said solve, x minus 4 times x plus 2 equals 0. Okay, so if you had to solve that, so essentially what we're saying up here is that either A or B, so let's say this is A, and this is B. One of these two things has to be equal to 0. So either x minus 4 equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So we're going to have two equations to solve. We're going to solve this by adding 4 and adding 4. So either x equals 4 or minus 2, or x equals negative 2. Okay, so there's two solutions here, two possible solutions to these problems. Okay, let's look at another one. So we've got x plus 9 times x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, so either x plus 9 equals 0 or x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, so two possible solutions here, minus 9. So either x equals negative 9 or x equals 1. Okay, so that's the whole idea of solving. That's the zero product property, that if one of these two things equals 0, then the whole thing equals 0. We're going to use that. We're going to go a step forward, okay, and actually solve a quadratic. So we're going to use factoring to solve. So we've got 2x squared plus 8x equals 0. Okay, so factoring, that's the big key word there. Factoring to solve. So how would we factor this? Okay, well, we saw that on our warm-up this morning. Okay, what can we take out of both of these? What number goes into 2 and 8? Hopefully you're saying 2. Okay, is there a variable that they have in common? Yes, they both have at least one x. So we only can take out one x. Okay, so then what's left in the first one is an x. What's left over in the second part? 4. Okay, still equals 0. Got to put your equals 0 there. So either 2x equals 0 or x plus 4 equals 0. Okay, well, we can divide by 2, x equals 0 or x equals -4. Okay, so that's the whole idea there. First we factor, and then we set those two things equal to 0 and solve them. Okay, so let's look at another one. X squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. So hey, I'm putting this under the examples part. Okay, so we have to factor this. We have to get factors of -18 that add up to 3. Okay, so -18, that's like -1 and 18, -2 and 9, -3, 6. Hey, that's it. Okay, so we've got -3 and 6. So that means this factors into x minus 3. Oh, darn it. Times x plus 6 equals 0. We're keeping that equals 0. Okay, so then we solve that. Set each part equal to 0. We've got x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 6 equals 0. Okay, draw your lines, add 3. X equals 3, or x equals -6. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing that idea. I'm going to leave one more for you to look at, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. If you have questions, if you're feeling really good about it, give it a try. So here's the last one. X squared minus 12x plus 20 equals 0. Okay, so try to factor that to solve it. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a super evening.